Hello everyone, I'm Sean.
This is who?
We're the Courageour Frights, back once again for the movie review.
Yes.
So this time we're covering The Long Walk.
Yes.
Which is the latest Stephen King adaptation. So this was a story that was first published, I think, in 1979, but I believe King wrote it much earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of his earliest works that it just didn't get published until later. And the general premise is it's kind of a dystopian nightmare version of America after some sort of war happened. Mm-hmm. And they created a society where one of the things they created is this thing called the Long Walk, which is like a contest where one person from every state is chosen to go on this walk. And you pretty much have to outwalk everybody else in the thing. If you fall below 3 miles per hour, you get a warning. If you get 3 warnings, you get a ticket, which means you get shot.
You get 3 warnings, then you get a home run.
Yes.
And if you get a home run, you're out.
You're out. Yeah.
By getting shot in the head.
So that's the general premise of the movie. It's kind of similar to something like Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Or any of those type of things. Hunger Games, whatever. But this is a much more bleak version, much more realistic take.
Very realistic compared to the climate we're living in now, but
yeah,
which I kind of feel like that's probably where they got the inspiration from by making this movie.
I mean, the story did come out of the Vietnam War era, but it has a lasting message, I believe.
Yeah.
So the plot is just generally what I said, without spoiling anything. Don't want to give away what happens because it really isn't super obvious what's going to happen in the film. You know it's going to come down to like one of 2 or 3 people, but you don't really know until it happens what they're going to do.
Yeah, because they talk about it. It's like, the way it's set up is like it shows them walking, then something happens, and then it has like a moment where they're talking to, what was it, camaraderie?
Yeah, camaraderie. They do build that, which is supposedly one of the reasons why this contest exists. They talk about that at the beginning is like the teamwork or whatever, but it's like, it doesn't... There's a lot of questions whether teamwork pays off.
Yeah, what not. Teamwork?
Yeah, because it can only be one survivor at the end.
They know everyone at least dies. There's going to be one winner, so everyone else is dead.
Right. So it addresses a lot of social commentary. It also addresses almost everything you could think of as based on this concept. Like, how do you go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Because you have to walk. You can't stop.
Yeah, because if you stop, you get warnings.
Yeah.
So if you get 3 warnings, so if you have to, like, they actually show where the guy has to take a dump or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is the 3rd warning.
Yeah.
It's like, hurry up, get up,
but
walk.
There's times where the military guys that are stalking these guys are so absurd.
Yeah.
That it borders into dark comedy.
Yeah.
At points, which... There's a quote, I believe, from David Lynch that said something about how when people are showing like the highest of emotions, like through rage or sorrow or something, there's a moment for comedy there because it's so absurd. Like people's reactions are so over the top. But in this case, it gets into comedic absurdity where somebody is having a seizure, and the soldier's standing over them, counting down.
Yeah.
This is your 3rd warning, and then they just shoot the guy.
Move, get up.
Or somebody gets their legs run over by a self-propelled howitzer. They have no legs, and the guy's still giving them a warning.
Yeah, it's like, not warning number 2.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, it's horrible, but at the same time, it's so absurd.
Yeah.
And the soldiers are like mindless robots. That don't react to anything around.
I think that's supposed to be like, kind of like the machine or whatever.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that's not a negative. It's just the narrative they're presenting here. So the main characters of this story, you have Cooper Hoffman, who is the son of Philip Seymour Hoffman, who is a very gifted actor who passed away a number of years ago. He plays, I guess, the lead, which is Garrity.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have David Jonnson, he's having a hell of a last couple of years.
Yeah.
Because he was the standout performance in Alien Rockets.
Oh, I guess he was in that. He looked familiar, and I was like, he looks familiar. But
yeah, that's why I made that joke at the beginning. I don't know if you heard me because it's loud, but I was like, he's a synthetic. That's cheating.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
He's going to win. He's a synthetic. But Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's pretty good in this. He seems like he's a pretty good actor.
He was good in Alien Romulus too.
Yeah.
Those two are the standout performances.
Yeah, that's your leads there.
There's a number of other characters that come and go. Mark Hamill, obviously, is the major, so he doesn't play it as over the top as I thought he would.
Yeah.
He go into comedic territory.
Yeah, which I think that's probably a good thing they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because he made it more realistic.
He almost uses a more down to earth reality version of the Joker voice.
Yeah. Because he almost plays it like a military person would be. That's like kind of charismatic.
Yeah, but he's also like follows the agenda.
Yeah, which the only thing I didn't understand was he supposed to be like a president? Who was he even supposed to be? Like, was he supposed to be like a president or something? Because it seemed like
I don't know, because he just say he's the major, but he acts like somebody that's higher.
Yeah, like some person that's like
or something.
At least has some power, because it seemed like everyone's following around.
All he's doing is this stupid contest.
Oh, maybe that's what he is. Maybe he's like the major. Maybe that's his own thing. Was just that.
He basically is like a Gestapo officer or something, because he also executes people based on them bringing banned materials or whatever.
Yeah, because they made a point when, I guess this is a spoiler. This movie's been out for how many? 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
But Cooper Hoffman, his dad got killed based on, like, banned materials, which was like regular books. It was like regular books and stuff like that.
Right.
And like music stuff that we would like be listening to, like, I don't know, Aerosmith would be a band there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or some stuff like that. It wasn't state sponsored or whatever.
Right. So, yeah, I would say that the standout performances here are those leads. The acting is phenomenal all around, though. Mm-hmm. And the filmmaking is very good. I can't think of... It doesn't really try to do anything wild with the camera, which is good. There's a couple shots that are pretty cool, but there's no absurdity like The Conjuring, where it goes into orbit and flies around the
this
screen.
One's pretty, like I said, it's pretty standard, because you have, like, scene, something happens, like, the one person goes crazy or something because they've been walking for, like, days straight without sleep. And then they die, and then it goes into, like, another... The next scene is normally, like, them talking to each other. It's like you learn more about the characters,
one thing,
like their motivations and everything else.
Yeah, it's very character driven.
Yeah.
There's not much of a story, so it's fully character driven. The camera, one thing I liked about it is it's more old school filmmaking, where a lot of the shots were either close ups or wide angle, but they weren't so close you couldn't tell what was happening.
See what's going on.
I hate that in modern films where the camera's like right in the guy's face all the time.
Like, I'm surprised they didn't show like scenes where the guy gets shot. It shows like his eyeball.
Yeah,
like,
it's always
then they get shot in the head.
Way too close. And in this, it was a normal distance. Like you could either a guy's whole head was in frame or the whole body was in frame.
Yeah.
So it was more traditional filmmaking techniques, which I thought was interesting, and a breath of fresh air from some of the stuff we've seen recently.
Yeah, recently it's like all close-up cams.
Yeah, extreme close-ups. They didn't really do any of that here. And that's basically it, I can say, for it. I mean, there aren't really... I can't think of any negatives, really, for this one.
Yeah. I mean, if you like character dramas, or I guess not really. I guess character
it's
drama,
basically a drama.
Because I don't even know, was this even really... was this a horror movie? Considered a horror movie?
No, I mean, it could be.
I mean, it's
but
horrifying.
It's horrifying, yeah, but it's more of a drama.
Yeah, it's definitely a character drama, because you learn about the characters throughout the journey, I guess.
And I will say that Stephen King's movies have always been a bit of a mixed bag in terms of like interpretation of the source material and stuff, and this one's definitely one of the better ones.
Yeah, because this one was like executive producer was, I think,
Stephen King. But I would say...
a lot more input, maybe?
Yeah, I would say this is top 5 Stephen King movies.
It's pretty good, like...
I haven't seen all of them, but from the ones I've seen, this is probably top 5.
Yeah.
Like, I think the performances are very solid.
Yeah, like, the acting is really good.
I would say this is one of the better movies of the year that we've seen, anyway. And it's not something that's going to get a lot of rewatchability, though.
Yeah, because it's like one of those standard, like...
It's very bleak.
Yeah, it's a very bleak, dark movie. Even... I guess the ending is... I'm trying to think how the ending is.
And it's a bit hopeful,
yeah,
but
hopeful.
it's also... It's bleak, too.
Yeah.
It's... Well, you expect something to happen. You expect one thing to happen, and it never does. Like, you think at some point that they're going to overturn... They're going to, like, you know, try to turn on the soldiers and, you know, by force. And then it never happens. It plays out.
Yeah.
So, it's... pretty dark in that sense. Like, you never...
Yeah, which is kind of one of those things where it's like, he says something and it's like, no one reacts like at all. Yeah. So it's kind of like, I wonder what, because it doesn't explain. It kind of ends right there, and it's like, I kind of wanted to see a little bit more after that, but...
Well, I think it just ended that way, because... like I said, the soldiers... Somebody might argue that the ending's kind of dumb, that the guy just walks away, but the soldiers, as I said before, are like robots.
Yeah, they pretty much follow to a T. Or whatever. Yeah,
so like they may have not even reacted to that because they don't know what to do. They're not getting orders.
Yeah, because they're like...
So they're just standing there.
Because it's like he was like, stand down or whatever.
Yeah.
Stand down, and that's
we're being really vague, but I don't want to give away what happens at the end.
Like, stand down, that's his final order. You can't...
Yeah, so they just followed the order, and then they're like frozen now.
Yeah, like, what's going on?
They don't have new orders. So, yeah, I think it was really well made. And this is a Lionsgate movie.
Yeah.
So the unthinkable has happened. Lionsgate has made a non-John Wick movie that didn't suck.
Yeah.
Which has got to be the first in decades. Lionsgate normally just has John Wick and a bunch of crap. And this time they made a really well done film.
Yeah. The only bad thing is I think it was a $20 million budget.
Yeah.
And apparently, according to Wikipedia, it's $33 million they got back. Which,
I mean, yeah, but with other stuff, streaming rights, Blu-ray sales, that sort of thing, they might be able to take that back.
And there was people in the theater.
It's not like they're going to get sequels to this, so it doesn't... It's not required. All it needs to do is break even, basically.
And, like, today there was actually people in the theater, and this movie's been out for, like, at least 2
weeks. Yeah, we were supposed to watch this before, but we went over time on our news the one time.
Podcast.
And then last week, for some dumb reason, we watched Him instead.
Him was like just, I don't know, that was a good choice.
I would highly recommend The Long Walk over Him.
Much better than Him.
A much better film. Him might actually have more rewatchability, though, just because how absurd and stupid it is. This one, like I said, it's going to be one of those movies I feel like you're probably going to watch it once and then probably not want to revisit it.
Yeah.
At least not for a long while.
Yeah. So it's pretty decent. Like,
yeah.
It's definitely good. It's definitely a good watch. Just like I say, it's not really a horror movie. I don't think it's...
Well, no, I mean, not everything Stephen King wrote was horror, so... I mean, you could put it into that category. It could be horror adjacent.
Thriller.
Just because it's addressing, like, a dystopian nightmare society. Yeah. But, yeah, it's more of a drama. So, anyway, I think that's going to do it for our review of The Long Walk, unless there's anything else you want to add to this.
No, I think we got pretty much everything. So.
All right, so I think it's safe to say we both recommend this.
Yes.
So if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more like this in the future, and you too could feel the strength welling within. See ya.
Yeah.